Welcome to Spinners. Today we're going to talk about Gregory Porter's fourth studio album, Take Me to the Alley. It was released on May 6th of 2016. So stay tuned, we'll talk a little bit more about it. Gregory Porter was born in Los Angeles in 1971 and grew up in Bakersfield, California, where his mom was a minister. He grew up as a young boy listening to his mom's record collection, and this is where he found Nat King Cole, which was one of his biggest musical influences. Once Gregory Porter graduated from high school, he got a full-ride scholarship for football to San Diego State University. Unfortunately, when he was in college, he hurt his shoulder, and this is when he moved to Brooklyn. And while he was in Brooklyn, he was a chef and performed at local jazz clubs. While living in Brooklyn and performing at local jazz clubs is where he met his mentor, Kamau Kenyatta. Mr. Kenyatta was not only a musician, composer, and musical educator, he was also the person that co-produced Take Me to the Alley. When listening to his baritone voice, you can hear a lot of influences of jazz, R&B, soul, gospel throughout this whole album. This album is chock full of great songs. Holding On, Insanity, More Than a Woman to Me, and Take Me to the Alley. What I love about this album is that Gregory Porter wrote all the songs for Take Me to the Alley. The saxophone, the piano arrangement is phenomenal on this album. The organ, the baritone voice of Gregory Porter himself. You can hear a lot of the gospel come through, a lot of the soul. This album is amazing. Another great feature about this album is the way the album itself is laid out. The cover has Gregory Porter standing what looks like in an alley with graffiti on it, looking very, very dapper. And probably one of my personal favorites is when you open up the gatefold and you get to see pictures from everybody in the band, Gregory Porter, all hanging out, having a really cool time. And it looks like these pictures were done by Sean Peters. Alright, for the back side of the album, it has Gregory Porter standing up against the wall in the alley, still looking very dapper. Alright, on to the album inner sleeves. The first side of the inner sleeve has Holding On, Don't Lose Your Steam, and Take Me to the Alley, with the lyrics below. The second side of the inner sleeve for the first album has Daydream, Consequences of Love, and In Fashion, with the lyrics also below. Now for the second inner sleeve, which has side 3 and side 4. Side 3 has More Than a Woman, In Heaven, and Insanity on it, with the lyrics listed down below. Now for the other side of the inner sleeve for the second album, you have Don't Be a Fool, Fan the Flames, and French American Queen. French American Queen is another great song I forgot to mention before. Just because it's the last song of the album doesn't mean that it doesn't stand up to the rest of the album. This is another fantastic song. Alright, on to the album itself. Side 1 has the same picture it does on the front cover of Gregory Porter standing in the alleyway. Side 2 is laid out very well also, with the name of the album with Gregory Porter's name on top, and then it has side 1 and side 2 songs on it. Side 3 has the picture from the back of the album with Gregory Porter standing against the wall in the alley, which is again very nice picture. And side 4 of the album has the side 3 and side 4 song list on it, again with Gregory Porter, Take Me to the Alley, written on it. This is one of these albums where you turn the lights down low, pour yourself a nice drink, and sit back and relax. By the way, if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button and the notification tab next to it. This way you can get my latest reviews. If you're like me and you feel like you cannot live without this album, I'll also leave a link down below to Reverb where you can purchase a copy, either new or used. Different price points and different conditions. If you want to take this album for a test ride, I'll put a link down below to the album on YouTube. Please tell me what you like about Gregory Porter's Take Me to the Alley by leaving a comment below. I'll also link down below a video that he did with Kem for Holding On. If you missed my review of Isaac Hayes' Black Moses, I'll leave a link above and a link below. Like I said, this is a great album that everybody should have in their collection when it comes to jazz, blues, or soul. gospel. This is an amazing album. Alright, that's what I got for you guys for this week. Give you guys a little teaser about next week's video. I'm going to do a little something that's up on the wall. Alright, so you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next week on Album Spinners.